All right, so what we added is what we're trying to do is get the screen, the background of the screen to be white. And the method that we use is screen fill, right? So we're going to do that right here inside the while loop. We'll say screen.fill is equal to white. And the white is represents a variable, right? All caps means it's constant. It's never going to change value. And you'll go ahead and define it way up here next to your other global variables, global variables that are constants like win width and win height. You'll define a variable called white, and white is these colors are represented using RGB. And so white is 255, 255, 255. Black is 0, 0, 0. And every color that you can imagine is combinations, within 0 and 255, right, for each of these values. This is the red, this is the green, this is the blue. Think of it as like a bucket where you pour all these colors in and you mix it. So we do this, and I go ahead and the run the program, and you'll see nothing different has happened, right? So why has nothing different happened? Well, the reason is the way you want to think about Pygame is that there is a dark room, right? That's our program. It's a dark room. In the middle of the dark room, there is a projector, right? The old school kind of projectors where you turn them on and you put plastic sheets of paper on top of them. Um, the screen is the transparency. It's the white. It's the square piece of clear paper that you put on top of the projector. All right. So we give it a certain height and a width. That's the size of our screen. Here we're filling it white, right? So we're like putting a white paper on top of the transparency that's on top of the projector. And so when we run this, nothing is happening because we haven't turned the projector on yet, right? And the way that you turn the projector on is you do this function right here, pygame display.flip. So I'm going to put that right here, and what that does is it turns the projector on once and turns it off. So then for each iteration of the while loop, you're turning the projector on once and you're turning it off. Basically, you're giving your game one frame of animation, right? So what's going to happen in between these two lines is our Pong game, where we're putting on our different sprites onto the screen, onto our transparency, and we are flipping the projector on and off. Then we're coming back into the while loop. We're moving those different objects a little bit. We're just moving it incrementally, and then we're flipping the projector on and off. We're coming back in. We're moving those sprites a little bit, and we're flipping the projector on and off. And as the game plays, what's happening is you're moving sprites around the screen trying to accomplish a goal, right? So the main point that I'm trying to make here is we have this screen variable, which is the transparency that you put on top of the projector, and in order to get one frame of animation, you have to run the game pygame.display.flip, right? So for every iteration of this while loop, you're getting one frame of animation. So what we should see here now is that the white that we put onto our transparency should display because we're turning our projector on. So let's go ahead and try that. So there we go. It's not gray anymore. It's white, right? And that's about it.